The United States and Yemen have signed a cultural property agreement. The agreement aims to protect Yemen's heritage from being looted, smuggled to be sold in the West. More on this story is within this report.
The United States and Yemen have inked a bilateral cultural property agreement that renews and extends emergency safeguards for Yemeni cultural property put in place in 2020, according to the U.S. State Department. On Wednesday, U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for Educational and Cultural Affairs, Lee Satterfield, and Yemeni Ambassador to Washington, Mohammed al-Hadrami, signed the agreement, which was witnessed by U.S. Special Envoy for Yemen, Tim King. The signing of this agreement is a major milestone in the U.S.-Yemen bilateral relationship and is a framework for cooperation between the two countries to combat cultural property trafficking, while encouraging its legal exchange for cultural, educational, and scientific purposes.
Today, we establish a new and noble memory between the Republic of Yemen and the United States of America, a milestone that we have reached working closely together to help protect and promote Yemen's cultural heritage.
The statement said that the agreement builds on the United States' long-term collaboration to preserve Yemen's cultural heritage through U.S. Ambassador's Fund for Cultural Preservation grants to NGO partners totaling more than $550,000 and ranging from the restoration of historical buildings to the preservation of ancient manuscripts. The agreement also builds on the Biden administration's support for a long-term settlement to the Yemeni crisis and underlines U.S. support for Yemeni sovereignty, according to the statement. The State Department reaffirmed Washington's commitment to protecting and preserving cultural heritage across the world, as well as to limiting cultural property trafficking, which is frequently used to fuel terrorist and criminal networks. The State Department negotiated the U.S.-Yemen Cultural Property Agreement under U.S. legislation, adopting the 1970 UNESCO Convention on the means of prohibiting and preventing the illicit import, export, and transfer of ownership of cultural property. Yemen now joins a list of 25 existing U.S. bilateral cultural property agreement partners. Furthermore, emergency import restrictions on cultural property from Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria remain in effect in the United States.
Here is a reminder.